I have a testimony. Where is the offertory basket? Remember the episode of Mind Your Business I did a couple of weeks ago, and the title was God Will Give You TNT? Well, I am happy to announce that the TNT is arriving. I didn't say has arrived. Is arriving, so it keeps coming by God's grace. So I'm going to share a testimony about that, and I will also introduce to you our latest program, FabCEO Mastermind. Stay tuned. Hi, I am Alma Duncan, founder of the Fabulous Woman Network. Before 2015, I was that broke girl who was stuck in her own limiting belief of not enoughness. Marianne Williamson's words, "You are a child of God," woke me up. And then I sought help to work on myself. I still invest heavily in my personal development, and so much has changed for me in the most incredible ways. My burning desire is to see an Africa in which women are empowered to thrive and impact people. I am a trainer, coach, author, social entrepreneur, and an event organizer who is passionate about helping others on their own personal development journey so that together we can all thrive as fabulous children of God. Mind Your Business is our weekly podcast which is free on YouTube. Here we share enriching content to help us all thrive as fabulous children of God. And if you prefer to work with me please go to my website, amaduncan.com/store to book a discovery call with me. Welcome back. So the testimony. Typically at the end of every month, I have a personal retreat. So I usually write my prayers and thoughts I have several diaries. So there's this particular one I use. And I remember at the end of May, I reviewed, I did my retreat for May in June, 5th June. And I remember afterwards, I said, oh, you know what? Let me check what I wrote for May. And then I realized that at the bottom of it, I had written, this is my month of congratulations. And so I remember closing the diary and thinking, oh, my congratulations hasn't come yet. It was just a flash of thought. And then that was it. The minute I closed it down, checked my email just before sleeping, I thought, oh, let me just check. And then I saw, congratulations. Oh my gosh. And then in it was an amazing congratulations from NEIP, which is the National Entrepreneurship Innovation Program run by the government of Ghana. So they had promised some grants to some of the hubs in the country. We all applied, and by God's grace, I was Fab Hub Ashanti was one of the people who had it. And so that was congratulations number one. And this was in June. Remember, I wrote it for May, but this first one came in June. And then I was there minding my own business, preparing. At this time, I didn't even know yet how much NEIP was giving us. But then, life was going on, everything was happening. And then I get another call from this lady saying, oh, have you received this email? You've been nominated for an award, for the WIDU Awards, 2023 WIDU Awards. Now, some of you may have heard me talk about WIDU already. It's this GIZ program that is amazing. Totally check it out. This is not the time to explain, but I've talked about it over and over. So if you are in our community, hopefully you've heard of it and even started applying. And so they said, okay, this WIDU award. I was like, okay, this is interesting. But yeah, so I didn't really even know anything about the award, what was expected, whether I should even go. And, it was such a busy period and everything. So I was like, should I go? Should I not go? But the awards were scheduled for the end of the month. So I said, okay, I will see about it. And then another message comes on WhatsApp, and this person from another development organization says, oh, by the way, I have 2 laptops for you. And then I'm just like, okay, is it my birthday? And, so like the congratulations and the gifts. And then these are just 3 of the different fabulous things that has happened, not to me personally, but to the Fabulous Woman Network, because the check we received from NEIP, the award from WIDU, and even the laptops which came from GIZ, all are for work. It's not like I'm a personal product and everything. So this is why I am excited, because This TNT that God has given us didn't come only to me, but it came to all of us. So that's my testimony. This is, before I go into the episode, let me just say that if you are trusting God for something, in due time it will come. That's one of my favorite affirmations, that my blessings come to me in due time with ease. Oh, I love the ease part. So anyway, thanks to all these fantastic blessings that have been coming in the way of the Fabulous Woman Network, I am happy to announce that we have a new program called FabCEO Mastermind. So this is one of the reasons we've been encouraging our ladies, the ladies in our network, to register with our membership, and I'll share the link so that you can register, because some of these benefits are coming, and sometimes we are having to give it back to only the people who have been attending our events regularly, when some of you have been in the system for like ever, and then we just need to update our membership. So that is why we've called for this membership. Please, please, please make sure you are registered. If you are not, it's not too late to register. But I'm going to share more information about the FabCEO Mastermind. So some of you may remember I used to run a program called Group Coaching for Startups. I started this maybe 3 years ago. We metamorphosed into a mastermind, and so we've been running it as a mastermind. And the purpose was really to help women who are in business or looking to get into business to plan and then move and grow their businesses. So it's a version of it, an updated version. So let me just explain what FabCEO Mastermind is. It's a 12-month group coaching, training, and mentorship acceleration program to help 20 women-led startups to scale their businesses to their desired expansion stage. Now, for this first one, we are doing 20 because the funding body, this is what they are asking us to focus on, just to start with and then to learn and then get better. So speaking of funding, it is being organized, yes, by the Fabulous Woman Network, and this is the first cohort. The support or this program has been made possible through the grants that we got from NEIP, which is the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, under the Ghana Economic Transformation Project, GETP or GETP. So Ministry of Finance is in there, has been supporting, and this money also came to us through the World Bank. And so they are our key funders for this. And then we are also being supported by the GIZ PFS program. It's called Support for Private Sector Program. So they are also partnering with us to make this possible, to make the first edition possible. And then as we move on, we know that God will continue to give us the TNT. So let me explain. What do you gain as a woman in our community if you join this FabCEO Mastermind? I'm going to read it out to you. First of all participants will be eligible for soft loans from the Fab Fund to boost their businesses. Now, let me tell you about Fab Fund. Fab Fund. So Fab obviously meaning fabulous, right? So I told you about the NEIP grant, and I also mentioned this award from WIDU, and then we have a few other things. I mean, the Fabulous Woman Network already has been operating on my personal consultancies, donations. A lot of you are always giving us monies here and there, events that we do. We have tickets and all. Ticket sales. So all these are usually what we use to fund what we do, donations, development partners and everything. And we've decided that actually let's set aside a percentage. For now, it's 10% of all these monies that are coming in. Let's set aside 10% as a fund to give out as soft loans to the women in our community to support their businesses. I mean, we are calling it Fab Fund, and it's a revolving fund because we want to constantly have that money growing, people working with it, paying a tiny interest just because the interest rate is like this. So we want to make sure that every single year we have enough money to give out to another batch of women to support their businesses. So that's why it's coming as a soft loan. This is the original idea. Now, having run business for some time, we know that sometimes we pivot, and depending on how things go, we'll look at how we'll do it, right? But I'm being transparent with you, telling you that this is the original idea. If it changes, obviously, I'll let you know. So all the participants who are going to be selected will be eligible to apply for this fund, right? And we have an amazing team that's going to make sure, no, this is not Amma Duncan going to do it. So it doesn't matter that you are my best friend. This is not about friendship. It is going to be screened, and then we have a team that is going to screen online to make sure that, you know, you are eligible and all that before they give you the amount, and then follow up and all that. So that is it. Eligibility for the Fab Fund, number one. Number two, all the participants are going to receive guidance to write their business plans and be groomed to pitch their businesses to potential investors and funders. This is something I have noticed after working with some of you, the ladies in our network over the past 8 years. Some of us don't really know how to talk about our businesses, and you know, there are certain things that we are doing amazing, but we just don't know how to communicate it. So through this process, we are going to learn how to pitch, how to put down the business plan. Some of us have been doing the business model canvas already. We use that and we'll graduate a bit. So we'll be doing that so that by the end of this program, you would have your business plan ready. That is if you do the work. I am not going to write it for you, but I'll help you with guidance. I have an amazing team of experts that you know, are all coming together to work on this to make it happen. And then the participants will also receive online leadership and entrepreneurial training and mentorship from top-notch trainers and mentors. So because we are women and we have a lot of responsibilities, we are not doing everything in person. So it's actually going to start online. And if you click on the link that I'm going to provide, you will see that there's an orientation online, then there's self-paced program. So every week you may take like a 10-minute short, you watch a 10-minute video or something, and then do a short exercise. But by doing this bit by bit, by the end of it, you actually have your business plan in your hand and ready to go. So that is how it's going to be. So the first part is going to be online, and then you'll also be invited for an in-person workshop on branding and marketing. This will happen at Fab Hub Ashanti in Abuabukese, Kumasi. And then you will also stand the chance of winning some fabulous prizes, So, and then moving on, you will also receive group and one-on-one coaching to follow up on your progress, because we don't want this to be, oh, we finish and then that's it. If you've been to any of these our conferences and retreats, you know that we always put you in a community and we continue to relate with you, share information with you, support you the best way we can. This is also part of this program. We'll continue to follow up on your progress through coaching, mentoring, visits where possible, and all that. You will also be paired with peer accountability partners in order to support each other and grow. We believe so much in the power of accountability at the Fabulous Woman Network. And then, whenever you are close to Fab Hub Ashanti and you want to use it for office hours, perhaps you're meeting a client or you want a quiet place to work or something, office hours, it's available to you because you are a startup. So actually, speaking of startup, you are officially going to be one of our startups and be recommended for opportunities. Maybe you may have seen that recently a few people would post on Facebook that, oh, I represented Amma or the Fabulous Woman Network here and there. It's going to be you, because we have to choose from the core members of our community, and because you are our startup, when these opportunities come. I remember a couple of years ago, for instance, this GIZ program asking that, hey, bring your startups, let's go and expose you in Germany to what's happening there. So you never know when some of these opportunities will come, but because you're one of our startups, when something comes and it's business related, we can call on you and offer that opportunity to you if you're available, of course. And then you also get a certificate of participation. So like I said, this is like an upgraded version of group coaching for startups. And the great thing is you don't have to pay. Those who took the group coaching for startups, most of them had to pay. A few of them were sponsored, but most of them have to pay. But this one is 100% free, complimentary. So who can apply? Well, first of all, you must be a member of the Fabulous Woman community. This is why we are encouraging all our members to just it's free, put your information there so we can reach out to you. For this particular one, because we are still gathering data on our members, yes, we'll share this publicly, and then also we'll share it with our members. But a time will come that some of these opportunities we will have to prioritize and then just give it out to our members first. So please register. There is no financial commitment at this time. You just register so that we can keep you posted, and when we have meetings and all that, you're a part of it. Some of you are always asking, how do I join? How do I join the Fabulous Woman community? Well, this is it. Also, you have to be a Ghanaian woman business leader above the age of 18. So woman business leader, you either, for this one, you've either founded or co-founded a social enterprise, and I'm going to explain that. We want to make sure that the business that you're running, your main objective is to make impact. So impact and then profit. That you are not all about the profit. Hey, I am not saying that profit is bad. I love profit. Profit is what enables me to do the things I want to do. But the first thing I think about is impact. That is what I mean by social enterprise. So you want to make sure that you're doing what you're doing because you want to impact people, and then of course the profit comes in to help. So that's just the meaning. If you are looking to apply, it is important that you are able to take the online program, which is a self-paced program. So we are not meeting together except for the orientation, which all of us are meeting for it. Everything else will be self-paced. So like you are sitting at your own time watching this video. It's going to be a similar model. You can watch it at night, at dawn, whenever it's convenient for you. I promise to make the videos short. If you've taken my online self-paced programs before, like Selling Made Easy, Networking Made Easy, you see it was short videos, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Maximum, I think, was about 10 minutes. So we'll make it like that. But then you do bits and pieces of work. By the end of it, you have your work all done, right? So that's it. You should be able to take the self-paced program between August this year and January 2024. And then you should also be able to travel to FabHub Ashanti. I say travel because Abu Kese, where FabHub Ashanti is located, is actually a little on the outskirts. From my home, it's very close. I live like 15 minutes away from FabHub. But depending on where you live in Kumasi or anywhere, you may have to travel. That's why I use the word travel. And you should also be available to come back during IFAB 2024 because that is where the final pitch will be. And then you should always also be available for the online mastermind. Every quarter we'll meet as a group and continue to follow up on each other's progress and all that. Now, the second thing, if you're looking to apply, make sure this is also true for you, that you have a registered business in Ghana or an NGO which has a business model. So you are an NGO, but you also have a way of making money so that you can support what you do, like we do at the Fabulous Woman Network. So you are either a business or you're an NGO with a business model. So this is open to all Ghanaian, Ghanaian women business leaders. However, we'll give priority to businesses based in Kumasi for the first one that we are trying. But it doesn't mean that you can't apply if you are out of Kumasi. Just make sure that these things that we've said, you are able to come to Kumasi or to FabHub and all these things. Just make sure that they are true for you. Also, we want your business to be between 1 and 3 years. Okay, and then that you are making your current revenue, monthly revenue is between 5 and 20,000 Ghana cedis per month. So this is the kind of group we are looking for this FabCEO Mastermind. Let me just chip in this because I know I'm speaking to women, or majority of our audience is women. Sometimes we are discouraged when we see that, oh, they are asking for this, they are asking for that, and we don't apply. If I were you, I would apply anyway if I take 50% of the boxes, okay? Because you never know. You never know. That's all I will say. Yes, and also before you apply, know this. We always have our amazing team of videographers and photographers, Vero being photography rigger, right? Covering our events. So by you saying yes to this, know that we may use your pictures, we may use your videos on our social media platforms, website and everything. And also share these with our partners. Remember, I mentioned the World Bank, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, NEIP, and then Ministry of Finance. They are giving us money. And then of course, GIZ, they are funding this, they are supporting this. So we need to share this information with them. So please make sure you have that ready, you are comfortable with that before you apply. If you have any questions, please call us on +233 244 339970. You can call or send us a WhatsApp. 23rd July is the deadline. Please apply and let's work on this together. If you've ever, as I was preparing this, I thought, for all the people who have said, I wish I could work with you, but I am not able to afford it now. This is your opportunity. The biggest thing we need is your commitment. Commit to the program. It's very flexible. I'm a woman like you. I have kids, I have a husband, I have different jobs that I do. So I understand that sometimes time is like the most expensive commodity. So we've designed this so that it's flexible. And also because you are the first group, you actually have an input into how this goes in the subsequent cohorts. So I do hope to see you. I do hope you tap into this blessing of our TNT flowing nyafu like that. And I look forward to seeing you at the FabCEO Mastermind. Mind Your Business is one of our free resources available on YouTube. And if you prefer to work with me one-on-one as your coach, as a consultant, or as a trainer, it starts with a discovery call. Head to amaduncan.com/door to book a discovery call with me.